For all those of you who have been asking me for the last 1 year in the comments of all the videos, more than 250 videos, how to speak fluently. What should we do in order to speak better? My answer is in this video, and that is listening is most important. You will find I have given you many videos on listening. Every video where I'm talking, all the 250 videos, when you watch the video, you are actually listening. But the difference is that when you watch a video, you are listening only to the meaning. You are not listening to the way in which the whole presentation is given. You are not listening to the language which is being used. You are more into what is happening, not how it is happening. So keep remembering what is happening. What am I listening to? Or how is the language being spoken? How is the word, how are the sentences, the words, all these are being used. If you keep this in mind, then you will find that your listening is getting you benefits. That through listening, you are able to become a better speaker. Again and again, I have repeated this point that a child who learns the mother tongue has to be able to listen. For a year, the child listens. Then the child is able to speak a few words, and after listening for 2 or 3 years, the child is able to speak continuously very well. That is why listening is important. I have also told you that if a child is born with a defect in the ears, the child cannot hear, then that child can never speak. They need special training. They cannot learn naturally to speak like ordinary children who have the ability to listen do it. Because listening puts the sound in your ear, the sound goes into your mind, and the sound keeps repeating itself. I'm sure you know, when you listen to a song, I'm not giving you the example of a speech. Speech also this happens. If you listen to somebody speaking excellently, those words keep going round. That sound keeps going round in your mind. But this happens maximum when you hear a song. Suppose you are hearing a song for the first time, and that song feels very nice. The melody feels excellent. Then it keeps playing in your mind the whole day. You can keep hearing that melody again and again. All our dreams are collection of these things which have happened to us sometime or the other. They keep being stored in one part of the brain and they come out. So listening is very important. The more you listen to good, correct English, English that is helpful to you in topics which interest you, that is good. Somebody wrote a comment, I remember, that I watch cricket commentary. Is that good? Yes, if you love cricket, that is wonderful. You can easily learn so much, but that's only one context. All your life, you can't speak only about cricket. You have to speak about many things. Do you see what different kinds of videos I'm giving you? No two videos are same out of these, 250, 260 videos. Nothing is the same because you have a life full of experiences. I told you many times that many of you were not born when I started teaching in 1980. So 20 years that side, 25 years this side, 45 years. Now when we cross this year, it will become 46, 47 and so on. I have seen many people who have been struggling. There are thousands and thousands and thousands. I also told you in the telling my own story that we have more than 1 lakh students passing through the English exam every year. So I worked in the university for 30 years. You do the mathematics. So when you listen to all these different things which I'm telling you, you are getting good English, but you are getting in a different context. Somebody tells you, watch movies. If you watch movies first with subtitle, then without subtitle, then you will learn good English. But remember, the movie might be only of one variety. It might not have all the experiences of your life. Then what should you do? Listen to different things. Listen to different topics. Listen to different ideas. Now you see in the title of the video, I have used 3 words. Listen deeply. Listen carefully. Listen regularly. Now I will talk about each one of them. First, listen deeply. Deeply would mean that while you are listening, your entire mind is occupied with what you are listening. When somebody is telling you something you know, then there are 2 things in the mind. One is what is listening. The other is what is evaluating. Evaluating means checking. Oh, I know already, I know this. That is what your mind is telling you. So you are listening and you are also watching whether what you're listening to is something which you know or you don't know. So we always do this. Those of you who are watching the videos completely are happy by saying, okay, this is worth listening. So I'm listening. I'm watching this video till the end because I want to watch. There are others who might be watching only for 1 or 2 minutes. They say, oh, this video is not worth watching. I have no objection to that. You know, some of you might like it, some of you might dislike it. It happens all the time. If I teach in a class where there are 20 students, some will say, Madam is excellent. Some will say, Madam is useless. I'm the same person. I'm teaching the same lesson in the same classroom. And some students say, oh, we have no opinion. She might be good or bad. So how is it? Different people have different opinions. But I'm not talking about your opinion at present. I'm talking about deep listening as if you think the video is worthwhile, then listen and evaluate together. Now I'm listening to 1 point. The first out of the 3 points which are mentioned in the title. Should I listen? Is it worth listening? These questions you need to ask yourself so that when you speak to others, you can observe their listening. Or when somebody is speaking to you, in a meeting your boss is talking to you, you have to do deep listening because you have to first listen to what the boss is saying and also compare. Next, your chance will come. You have to now say, oh, boss is already saying this. My presentation is like this. Now, what should I say? What should I do? You go to a function, there are 5 speakers. You also have to speak. You have to do deep listening because all 4 speakers have said something which you wanted to say. Now, you can't say that. So, you have to say, they have already said this. such and such a person has said this. I will now tell you something else. Unless you were evaluating and listening, you would never be able to do that. Whenever you have a chance to speak, whenever you have a chance to listen, deep listening is what gives you fluency. Remember that without deep listening, you cannot build relationships. You cannot talk to each other. You cannot have trust from other people, because other people will say, oh, that person doesn't listen. Suppose I ask you, what is your name? You tell me your name, but I'm thinking of something else. Then you say, sorry, I did not hear your name. That is not allowed. You can't do that. That is rude. Therefore, when a person is saying something, we need to put ourselves completely there. You say, I cannot remember all your names. Then what do? Somebody says their name is Raju. Then you say, okay, Raju. Raju means king. So, very good. I will remember it. So, the next time you meet, you say, hello, Raju. That person is very impressed. We met for 1 minute and this person remembers my name. How do you remember? Deep listening. That is why deep listening means that you listen and you evaluate so that you know exactly what you already know and what you learnt. Combine them together, your language becomes better, your interaction, your conversation, your communication, everything becomes better. Now we move to the second of them. I gave you first, listen deeply, listen carefully, listen, remember what did I say? Regularly. So now we have finished listen deeply. We have come now to the second one. Listen carefully. Usually what happens is, if a person is speaking for a long time, I started the videos on this channel which were 1 hour almost. Now the videos are shorter, there is 20 minutes. But you listen to the first 2 minutes and then you do some other work at home or in office, then you listen. If you are traveling to work and you are listening to my video, you listen for a few minutes, then you look out of the bus or you look out of your car and you miss 5 sentences. What did you do? You lost your concentration. It is very difficult to listen continuously for 20 minutes. You won't believe. Psychologists say that the maximum attention span is 2 to 5 minutes. So YouTube says make shorts. I'm not making shorts and all, because I'm not here to popularize myself. I just wanted to share my English with all of you, hoping that all of you will learn good English. But other than that, I have no other aim here. Therefore, if you listen carefully for 20 minutes, that means you are building up your mental strength. These days people are suffering from a lot of mental illnesses. I spoke to one young girl yesterday. She's just about in her 20s. Lot of mental problems. So how do we cure our mental problem? We don't have to go to a doctor or, do MRI of the brain. Nothing. Listen carefully. By listening carefully, you might first listen only to about, 3-4 minutes of a video. Very good. First day, 3-4 minutes. Excellent. Your attention span is normal. Next day you say, I will listen 1 more minute. 1 extra minute, I will listen to this video. That became 6 minutes. After a week, it increased by 7 minutes. So 7 plus 5 minutes. Then after a month, it increased 30 plus 5 minutes. You see how you are training the brain by listening. And when you listen, always listen to two things: the subject matter of the talk and the language of the talk. Those of you who say you want to speak like me, I feel very happy if you give me a compliment. But please remember, speak like yourself. Take my speaking as a model for learning. After you have learned, speak like yourself. You will get a lot of attention if you have a style of speaking. We also admired our teachers. We said we want to speak like that teacher or this teacher. But later we developed our own style. That will happen if you listen carefully. Listening carefully means that you go next step to deep listening. You have to combine all the three together. Then only you get benefited. Now we come to the third one. I hope you are able to remember. First we said listen deeply. I told you about it. Now next we said listen carefully. I told you all about it. Now I'm telling you listen regularly. Now why am I making videos almost every alternate day? And this has been going on for almost a year, because by the end of July we complete 1 year on this channel. Many of you have seen my videos on other channels, but they are not a classroom. They are lectures given to thousands of people in an open auditorium. None of them are the classroom. I have started the classroom to give you training at a personal level. That is why I'm writing comments to you in great detail. I'm answering your comments regularly so that you feel that I'm there with you. I'm standing with you, helping you as much as I can. But finally, you have to help yourself. You have to motivate yourself. And that is what it means. Listen regularly. To begin learning a language, you have to listen for many hours each day. Suppose you don't know English and you go to work in a country where nobody knows your language. 24 hours you listen only to English. You will pick it up like that. You don't have to really listen to a video or anything. All around you people are speaking English. You can't understand anything. But stay there for a month or two, you will be able to speak English. You might not speak correctly. You might not speak a lot. You might not speak like they speak, but you will be able to do it. So regular means you have to find time, a few hours every day to start with. This I'm writing in your comments also. Those who are saying, I tried to learn but I failed. I don't believe anybody who tries can fail. There is nobody in this world who makes sincere attempt and fails. Everybody succeeds. So keep trying. But listen every day as much as you can. What happens to us? When somebody is speaking our language, we listen very carefully. We listen like that. When somebody is speaking English, we say, oh, can't understand English. So we don't want. Don't do that. Even if you don't understand one word of these videos, which I'm giving you regularly, listen to them at least 20-30 times. Same video. Go on playing and go on playing and go on playing. You will find that when you have listened to it 20 times, you are able to repeat many of the sentences. Your understanding improves, your speaking improves. That is why regular is important. What does regular mean? Regular means as often as you can. So choose your time. If you are very busy, spend a little time. If you are not very busy, spend more time. If you have an exam or an interview later, spend more time. If you are working or you have, small children, somebody said we cannot learn. Children are speaking to me in English. All these, you have to choose how regularly you will listen. But regular means at least once every day, not skipping even Sundays or Saturdays. If you do this, you will find that the importance of listening to you for improving your language, speaking, confidence, fluency, all these come to you only if you listen. Because all of you learnt your mother tongue only by listening. When a newborn baby is born, no parent gives them a dictionary by saying, please learn your mother tongue words. No parent gives them a grammar book by saying, construct sentences like this. No parent gives them a pronouncing dictionary saying, learn phonetics. The parents speak to the child, even a newborn child. And in a house where there are many people speaking, the child learns much faster. In a house where there is a lot of silence, nobody talks to anybody, the child needs more time to learn. So remember these things, listen, understand the importance of listening, and become fluent in English. Thank you and all the best.